Down on the ground!
Don't shoot.
Turn around. Keep your hands up.
Restraining this guy. Guy's restrained.
Turn around.
Talk to
Stay
me.
here.
Excellent work. Don't stop now.
Help us, please.
Element to talk. Civilian secured.
Talk reporting. Keep going.
Hands on your head! Do it now!
Welcome back to another episode of Keep or Delete, the show where I try a new game, and by the end of the video, you'll find out if it's staying installed or getting sent to the digital dumpster. The game that's in the hot seat today is the SWAT and tactical shooter called Ready or Not. Now, a little backstory before we begin. My buddy and I were recently on the hunt for a solid co-op games just to change things up from all the PvP that we're usually getting into. And we kicked things off with Delta Force's Black Hawk Down. And to our surprise, we had a blast. It felt gritty, it felt intense, and it actually reminded us a little bit of Ready or Not, or at least of what we knew about the game, which, to be honest, wasn't much. So naturally, we said, yo, let's keep these lives going, and we both bought Ready or Not. For $50. Yeah, we just missed the spring sale. Classic. But listen, we were hyped. I mean, this game looked like everything we wanted. It was cinematic, it was tactical, methodical, the kind of experience that forces you to check every corner and actually work together to survive. Now, me personally, I like going into games blind. No research, just vibes. I saw a few clips online, and that was it. But even off that alone, Ready or Not looked like it had everything we were looking for. And at first, it did. The pacing was immaculate. There's no sprint button. So right away, we were crawling through levels, piecing every room apart. It slowed us down, but in a good way. It made things feel tense and intentional. Then you've got these cool game mechanics like collecting evidence, which forces you to stay alert. You also get the entire mission briefing on your aim game phone, which was a chef's kiss for immersion. The gunsmith customization is solid. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's always nice to have the option of customizing your weapons. And the game's command system, yo, that was actually a standout feature for the game.
Get on the fucking ground! Do it now!
Shouting down enemies and getting them to surrender was dope because it was just as effective at neutralizing enemies as shooting them was, which was unique and different. Commands were actually so vital to the game that I even bound it to my mouse because I was doing it so often. Performance-wise, very clean. We were getting close to 200 frames per second with DLSS enabled, and even without it, I was getting a solid 90 on the highest settings, so no complaints there. It has a little fun bonus. You can actually see your teammate's gamer tag on the back of their vest, which is a small detail, but a very cool one nonetheless. But then, the cracks started showing. Let's start with the visuals. They were just okay. The map design was decent, but overall, it lacked depth. I keep comparing it to Hunt Showdown, which, yeah, is a whole different vibe, but Hunt shows you what true immersive detail looks like. Ready or Not just didn't quite get there. Also, the object physics, straight up goofy. I shot a metal bucket and it didn't even move. The music didn't help either. It was so cheesy, I turned it off completely. Missed opportunity there, especially for a game that wants to build tension. And while I'm nitpicking, setting up key bindings was a pain. They didn't take effect until I restarted the game. Minor issue and probably on me, but still, it tainted my experience of the game. Now here's where things really fell apart. The game was simply too easy, like laughable easy. We were flying through missions in 10 to 15 minutes, sometimes on our first try. And after coming from Black Hawk Down, where a single mission took hours and dozens of retries, Ready or Not felt weightless. There was no punishment and no real consequence. We wanted a challenge and grit, and instead we got a glorified walkthrough. There were moments where I felt like a bullet sponge, just tanking damage I definitely shouldn't have survived. And once that immersion breaks, it's hard to come back from. And my biggest issue? Sprint, or the lack of it. Yeah, I know, I said earlier it was a cool touch at first, but once you actually get deep into missions, it becomes a huge limitation. If my buddy splits off and gets in trouble, I'm stuck casually walking over to them while he's getting lit up from across the map. It's infuriating. It's unnatural. It completely breaks the flow of teamwork. Now, I'm not saying give me infinite sprint, but come on, there's got to be a middle ground. Some kind of contextual sprint when things hit the fan would really go a long way here. So, keep or delete? Man, this one hurt. We wanted Ready or Not to be better. We needed it to be better. But sadly, Ready or Not did not scratch that co-op itch that Black Hawk Down created for us. So yeah, this one's getting deleted. And for now, it's back to Black Hawk Down, baby. So expect more content on that game real soon. And that's it for this episode of Keep or Delete. A huge shout out to my friend for collaborating with me and creating the original score for this video. So a massive thanks to him. And of course, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the content, drop a like and hit that subscribe button while you're here. And if you played Ready or Not, I want to hear from you. Did it live up to the hype for you or nah? Drop it in the comments. And until next time, Glitchy out.